People always ask me how did I manifest my husband, getting married to my husband, going from a teacher to becoming a business owner, manifested money, my baby, the exact kind of locality and house that I always wanted to live in, and changing people's behavior towards me. Every single thing. How did I do all of these things? And that's exactly what I'm going to tell you. And honestly, looking back, I know that I actually didn't know how am I supposed to do all of these things, how am I gonna live this kind of life, but I just knew it is gonna happen no matter what, even if I had no proof. Okay, this video is going to be divided into four parts, so I'm gonna tell you all the things step by step so that you can follow it exactly how I did it. But if you are new here and you are thinking, who is she? Hi, I am Tarani, and I am here to help you manifest the wildest life that you have ever thought of, the dreamiest life, because that's what I have created for myself. And definitely check the whole video, go through the whole video, and when you love my vibe and energy, then definitely go ahead and subscribe. So to tell you this whole story and all the four parts of this manifestation routine, first of all, I need to tell you who I was, a little bit of my backstory. And also, if you're thinking like she might be already privileged and it was just a relationship that she manifested and all these things, no, it was not like that. I come from a family where we were not privileged in terms of money. Like, we had very limited amount of money back then, and then eventually we did good in our lives. And then I started my career as a teacher because I had no option. I did my post graduation, and then I started as a teacher, and I never wanted to do a traditional job. I always wanted to do something of my own where I can be my own boss. And I didn't know how am I going to do that. I didn't have anybody who could actually teach me all of these things, like in terms of like family members, because there's nobody who did business before me. And then at that time I had my boyfriend, who is my husband now, and our relationship was great. But getting married was really really tough because it was intercaste. If you are not from India, it is kind of difficult, in terms of society and all. So it was difficult, it was like almost impossible, right? But I was like, I don't know how, but I'm just gonna make it happen. It is going to happen for me no matter what. And then of course everything started happening, and let's get started with the part one so that you get all the idea. And throughout the video I'm going to tell you a little bit story so that you understand the things that look impossible, it's not impossible. You can literally manifest the impossible things as well. Okay, so, and my notes are here, so I'll be looking over here. So let's get started with part one. I i decided that I am going to create this reality before even I had any single proof. So you want to decide that this thing is going to be mine. I'm going to live this reality no matter what, whether I have the proof or not. That's the first step. Because see, when I wanted to get married to this person who is my husband now, we hadn't talked to our parents. We had no idea how are we going to do that. It looked almost impossible. But I decided it is happening. No matter what, it is happening, and it is happening in the most simplest way. For my business also, I really had no proof. Okay, there were no people around me who had done it already. My brother was saying, what are you doing? You are getting good amount of money, in your job, but so why take this risk? You should not take this risk. Leaving my job, it was like I had a secure job where I was getting paid. Why do I need to quit my job? Like, I can change my job. I can change another school. Then why should I do this? Even though I had no proof, still I went ahead and decided that I'm going to build this business. I'm going to get married to this person no matter what. I'm going to have the exact kind of life that I always dream about. Like, growing up, the things that I didn't see in my life, the privilege that I didn't have, I'm going to create it for myself. And literally I had no proof, but I still decided that it is going to be my reality no matter what. Even though people were saying just opposite of what I was dreaming about, what I was aiming for. So the very first step is decide, no matter how delusional it looks like, whether it makes sense to other people or not, just decide that it is going to be your reality no matter what. You don't care about what others people say. You don't even care about your brain that says like, is it even possible? Just decide it is going to happen no matter what. Part 2. Whenever we are deciding that I'm going to do this, or I'm going to have this kind of reality, I'm going to live this kind of life, or I'm going to quit my job and then build any kind of thing or manifest any kind of thing, our brain is always going to ask, how the heck are you going to do that? Because your brain always love to guess how is it going to happen. Because when it can predict the future, when it can predict that how is it going to happen, you feel calm, your brain feels calm, that oh, we are in the safe zone right now, because we know the path, we know the direction we need to go for. But you don't need to know the how. Every time my brain asked how is it going to happen, every time my boyfriend, who's my husband now, used to ask that how is it going to happen, I was like, I don't know how. I just don't know how. Like, I'm being honest, I don't know how, but I know it is going to happen. Every time my mind asked, okay, you're quitting your job, but how are you going to make it happen? I was like, I don't know how. I'm going to make it happen. This is going to happen no matter what. I was that delusional. It is going to happen because I always trusted myself that I'm going to make it happen no matter what. I don't know how, but it is going to happen. That's the mindset that you want to carry with yourself all the time. I don't know how. I don't even need to know how, because that's not important. It is going to unfold. It is going to unfold. I just need to do my part. I just need to trust myself and God, or whatever you believe in. See, when you're not taking any action and when you're constantly thinking about how things are going to happen, you are just giving more limiting beliefs to your mind, because your brain will keep on thinking, keep on telling that you are not about you can't do this, this is not possible, right? So when you actually start asking how is it going to happen, and when you actually just believe that it is going to happen no matter what, you're going to free up the space that your the beliefs, then the thoughts are taking. And that's when you're going to notice new opportunities in your life, when you start taking aligned action. And that leads me to part 3. I literally acted before I had any kind of proof in my life. Like, I didn't know how things were going to happen. Like, when I was quitting my job, and I said that I'm not going to jump into another job, but I'm going to start my own business. I didn't know what is the pathway, how exactly I'm going to get there. Like, I knew that there are like 5 to 6 options that I could go for. Like, I was doing my research when I was in job, so there were 5 to 6 options, but I didn't know the exact pathway. But still, I didn't choose another job. I acted on it. I had 5 to 6 options, and then I picked, I think, two things: becoming a social media strategist and becoming a virtual assistant. And then I went into that path, and then I finally finalized that I'm gonna be a social media strategist, and that's what I did. Like, I knew it is gonna work. That was for sure. I knew it is gonna work. I didn't know the exact pathway, the steps that I need to take in order to be successful. Like, no, it was not like that. Before we were getting married, I had around a few $1,000s, just a few $1,000s, let's say to $3 to $4,000 in my bank account. And I needed, I think, 5 times of that amount of money. And it was within 3 months, right? I had just 3 months time. And then my boyfriend who asked that how are you going to do this, and I was like, I don't know how. I just know that it is going to happen no matter what. It is going to happen, because that's how things always unfolds for me. Like, everything always works out for me, so I know it is going to happen no matter what. And then we booked the venue, and it was all high end kind of services. Okay, we booked the venue, we booked the caterer, and I started my wedding shopping and all, lehenga and everything. And I started taking action as well. Like, I was putting out content, I was talking about my offers, and then I signed, like, within that month only, I signed two high ticket clients. One client was paying me $4,000 every single month, and within 3 months, I had more money than I needed for my wedding. It was because I took action, as if I already have the money. I booked the venue, I booked the caterers, we did everything as if I already had the money. When I was starting my business, I quit my job and I took action as if I already know that it is going to work. I already knew that, it is like a film, and I know the ending of the movie, that I am a successful social media strategist and I'm making that amount of money. If you already know that you are already making that amount of money, or you are already in that dream relationship, or whatever you are manifesting, if you already know it's already yours, how would you take action? That's the kind of action I took, and that's why I manifested everything that just talked about, right? So you want to take action as if you already know the ending of the movie, that I know this is the reality at the end, right? So how would you take action in order to get there? And if you are confused, rewatch this section and then you will realize how, with the examples I gave you. So what I did over here, I took action from the identity of the woman who already trusted herself, that if she's saying she's going to build a successful business, she believed that she's going to build the successful business, the success, and what are the steps that she needs to take. Okay, if she's saying that the money is going to be there before she gets married, I took action as if the money was already there and booked the venue, booked everything, did everything, whatever I needed to do, right? And that's how you take action before you have any kind of proof. Trusting yourself, trusting God, trusting whatever you believe in. Now, the part number 4. This step is something that not many people talk about, especially for free. You want to make sure that you are collecting evidence for your brain. You are giving your brain new evidences that things are always working out for you. Every small win, every small celebrations, coincidences, opportunities, somebody replying to your DM, anything and everything you can use as a new evidence. Use that. Give this evidence to your brain that the thing you desire, it's actually working out, and you are going to live that reality. Because your brain loves repetition, and throughout the year you have been repeating the same old beliefs, old thoughts, old emotions of not having it, of lack mindset, right? So now you want to give your mind the proof that things are working out. So what I used to do, for my business, like if somebody booked a call but didn't show up on the call, okay, on the discovery call, I was like, it's okay. This person booked a call, that means this person is interested in my work. That means people are actually interested in my work. It's a win, even though this person didn't show up on the call. Even if somebody booked a call, showed up on the call, but I couldn't convert them into a paying client, I was like, it's absolutely okay. Somebody booked a call, showed up in the call, that means this person is very very interested, and I am building more and more curiosity, and making people curious about my work, and they are interested in my work. I can improve on showing up on a call, and then I can convert them easily, right? So you are now giving your mind the proof that things are actually working out for you, instead of saying that, oh, this person didn't convert, oh, this didn't go the way I wanted. You are creating new proof of things working out for you. It's always about everything is working out for me. Okay, that's the belief you want to create in your mind. Because see, neuroscience says that our brain is wired to learn from repeated evidences. The more often you intentionally create new evidences for yourself that things are actually working out for you, your brain will start expecting that things are actually working out for you. So it will find more and more proof that, yeah, things are working out for you, things are working out for you. And that's what you want to do. Create evidences. Okay, if you want to manifest somebody's behavior change, if this person does something that actually makes you feel good, but because your brain has the tendency to see the negative things, it will not see the positive thing. But right now you want to see that, this is the evidence that this person behaved in a good way. There was a little bit behavior change. That means it's working out for me. This person's behavior is changing towards me. Okay, this person is becoming better than what he was or she was with me before, right? And that's how you want to create evidence, because it's very 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 important to create evidence. And this is how you train your brain that things are always working out for you, your desires are meant for you. And that's exactly what I did. So these are the 4 steps that I took in order to manifest every single thing. I just gave you 2 to 3 examples, I think. Getting married, and the money that I manifested before I got married, and then my business. But there are, like, you just name it, I have manifested it, right? So for every single thing, you want to follow these 4 steps even before you have the proof, decide that you're already living this reality. Stop asking for the how, start acting, start creating evidences for yourself. And these are the four things, that the four steps you want to repeat again and again and again, and that's how you're going to manifest your dreamiest life. And if you love this video, if you want to work with me, all the ways to work with me are down below. One-on-one group coaching, everything is down below, you can go through that. And I know you're going to manifest every single thing you desire. Literally, I know you are going to manifest everything. It's just about making your mind believe that the thing that you desire, it's possible for you, it's meant for you. Your brain thinks that it is something unfamiliar, so it is not going to be good for you. You want to make sure that you you teach your brain that everything I desire is possible, and it's not unsafe, it's safe for me to go there, right? And that's what we do when my clients work with me. If you are interested, definitely go ahead and check the links below. And I'm so happy, because I know you are going to manifest everything you have ever desired. And if you love the vibe, watch the video till now, definitely go ahead and subscribe.